That feeling of euphoria when you go to check the mail and there's actually something for you there. Hey, it's your boy Dre, coming at ya with another video. What's good, D3 Squad? What's going on? Hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday. So unfortunately, today's video is not about mail. Aw, bummer, shocker. Yeah, I know. JK, I know you really didn't care about mail. But if you stick to the end of this video, that analogy will come full circle and it will all make sense. Today's real video is actually going to be a story time. And honestly, the reason for that is I haven't done one in a while, and our senior video just dropped this week on YouTube officially, and I had a really good story in the video that I thought was going to be on the video in the final cut, and it wasn't, and so I felt it's the perfect time to share it with you guys. You'll actually get to hear the story, so yeah. Speaking of the senior video, in case you're interested in watching it, yes, your boy is on there. It will be linked down in the description, so definitely if you're curious, check it out. It's pretty cool. It was a pretty bomb senior video. I think our class did pretty good. But anyways, on to the story. I don't know why I looked up, but yeah. Story time. Okay, so this story was taken from the embarrassing moment segment of the senior video, so just keep that in mind and bear with me, okay? So this story, the events of this story took place this year. I don't exactly remember when, but it was a couple of months ago. It was on a day after a previous rain, so it had rained either the day before or a couple days before this particular day, and I was on my way to track practice. Now for those who go to Trimble Tech, they know track practice is at one of two places. Generally it's either on the Trimble Tech track, but it's not regulation size, so usually that's not the case, or it's at Farrington Field, which is like a whopping 2-ish miles away. Now as a distance runner, I was expected to run there all the time, and I mean that wasn't a big deal because 2-ish miles, just cakewalk. Cross country is like 3.1 miles, so I mean, what's 2 miles, right? So anyways, on this particular day, we were running, and we decided we were going to cross the tracks because it's a little bit easier, and it kind of cuts out some of the traffic that we get caught up in when we're crossing streets and everything. So we're, we get to the end of the street, which leads to like a medical facility, and then it's, the tracks. And it's like this weird depression, like a slant or a slope from flat land to like a slope to, flat land, which is where the tracks are at, and then the same kind of slope on the other side, whatever. So I'm sliding down this slope, right? So mind you, it's wet and muddy from, the previous rain that happened the day or two before, right? Why slip and fall backwards? I swear my butt literally sunk into this slant, this depression. My butt just hit it and sunk in. I had so much mud on my butt, and then to make matters worse, I was wearing sweats. So I can't see, I'm wearing sweats, so I can't really tell how thick it is or how much is still on me. And my teammates, all they're doing is laughing at me. So what am I gonna do? So 10 minutes later, we get to Farrington, and suffice it to say that anywhere I could, I would occasionally stop and like shimmy my butt up against an object. So like, let's say this was a building wall, we'd be running, whatever, okay, there's traffic, I would get over here and like shimmy my butt against the wall to try and get the mud off and like scrape it on the wall, which it sounds bad, but I was just concerned about getting the mud off my sweats. Like, y'all did not understand. I was like, get it off. Suffice it to say, I also miserably failed, because when I got to Farrington and met up with the rest of the team, the people who got rides there from coach or whatever, they could all tell. Matter of fact, once I had my back turned to everyone and they could all see, they all almost simultaneously asked if I had pooped my pants. That's wonderful. And imagine my embarrassment when my coach, ask me that. And I mean, I have to in front of all of my teammates sit there and be like, I promise y'all, I didn't. I get it, you know, I'm almost an adult. I'm almost 18 or whatever. I promise y'all. Maybe I was already 18. It doesn't matter. The point is, I promise y'all, I didn't poop on my pants to come to practice like that. I promise. And I mean, at this point, they're already busting out in laughter, but I'm like, it's mud. I swear, it's mud. I promise you, it's mud. It's mud. Thinking about it now, I mean, it's still a good laugh. I wasn't necessarily, I don't know if I would say I was like embarrassed. It was kind of like that, this is kind of awkward, you know, feeling that I had. I think I got flustered just because, you know, obviously I still had mud on my butt when I got to practice, so obviously that's why the question came up. But no, I was never really embarrassed. I mean, like, we joked about it all practice, and then like the next day or the day after that, it was gone like that. So nothing to be embarrassed about, in my opinion. But I mean, it sounded like a good embarrassing story to me. So that's it for this story. Now stay tuned for this very special one announcement that will bring this whole getting mail analogy full circle. So I'm doing my first collab, and yes, you heard me say collab, 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 collab. I'm doing my first collab. It is actually a Q&A, and we need your help. We need you to send us questions, as many as you want, as weird and interesting and deep and philosophical as you can make them. Just, yeah, we need questions, okay? We're trying to do a Q&A, and we want you all as a collective, both, you know, the D3 squad and his growing community. We want y'all to get to know us even better than you already do. So yes, you already know what to do. YouTube comments, social media, wherever you can get in contact with me, send me your questions for the both of us. Some of them can be personally tailored to me, but try and keep them, the majority of them anyway, open-ended so we can both answer them. But yeah, that's the exciting news. How's about that for some mail? But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you liked the story, thought it was funny, had a similar experience, hit that like button, share your similar experience in the comments down below, subscribe, because I mean, how can you not? Like, I don't know. Subscribe, and then in the description, like I said, there will be a link to the senior video, my social media, my Vita collection page, my art website, and I will link to the YouTuber that I will be collaborating with, just in case you want to check him out for some question ideas. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to take you all with me on June 3rd when I graduate high school. So, you know, be anticipating that, stay excited. Just remember, one love, one people, one world. Peace out. Love you guys. So suffice it to say that 10 minutes later, we get to Farrington, and I mean, by this time, anywhere that I could to stop and like rub my butt.
Oh, that's awkward.